Hello, everyone. Welcome to Marketing 452 Global Marketing, International Marketing. And this is a review for Exam 4. Exam 4 review. Exam 4 is your last and final test, right? Which covers chapters 13 through 16. Okay, this will be a final test, okay, with the 4 chapters. Okay? Let's go over and see what we have covered, the concepts, theories involved, and the subject of your test. Okay. Then first in chapter 13, we talked about how to manage global distribution channels. Okay. We talked about the structure of distribution system, how to analyze your national channels, factors. You should remember the factors influencing your selection of your channel, and how to locate and select the channel partners, how to manage your distribution, global logistics, and global trends in retailing and smuggling. Okay, they're the parties involved in international marketing. Right. There are the home market channel members and foreign market channel members. Okay, home market members and foreign market members. Okay. And we talked about shaping your distribution, how level of economic development affects your channel distribution or your selection of channel of distribution, and how consumers' disposable income affect that. I remember I mentioned consumers' income, total income, disposable income, and discretionary income. Make sure you know the differences among the three, and they will be in your test as well. Okay, and we talk about the infrastructure, quality of infrastructure in the country, and cultural factors, physical, legal, and political culture factors. Okay. And in foreign market channel members, we talk about the import intermediaries, right? And local wholesalers. The intermediaries, they purchase goods in their own name, use their own marketing strategies, keep contact with the markets they serve. Okay? For local wholesalers, they take titles to products and they may receive exclusive distribution rights, and they have their own wholesale distribution structure, which varies from country to country. Then we talk about local agents, right? The wholesale agents and distribution agents. They are the one who take titles. They do not take titles. And they work on commissions, just like imagined real estate agents. Yeah? And then the retailers, right? Retail density, retail size and accessibility of retailers vary greatly by country. Like in Japan, it's more dense or more retail establishment, in Taiwan, in Japan, than in the U.S. Yeah. If you ever been to Taiwan or Japan, you realize that basically at every street corner in the city of Taipei or Tokyo, you'll find many retail stores, retail outlets. You can find anything you want, even at midnight. Okay. Then we talked about the business-to-business channels, B2B channels. Why B2B channel is often shorter than B2C channels. Okay. After that, then we talk about the national channels, analyzing how to analyze the national channels. The different levels, 3 levels of distribution density. Okay? Distribution density. Get some water, sorry about that. As to distribution density, there are 3 levels: extensive, selective, and exclusive. Extensive, selective, and exclusive. For extensive, many outlets per area. Selective, fewer outlets per marketing area. Exclusive, very limited number of outlets per marketing area. Okay. Then we introduced the concept of the channel length, the length of the channel. The length of channel has nothing to do with the distance, okay, the physical distance, where your manufacturer is located to where the wholesaler or retailer is, has nothing to do with that. Okay? You could be in the same city, but there are many intermediaries in the middle. Then the channel length is still longer. Okay. Channel length refers to the number of intermediaries involved in bringing a given product from firm to the consumer. Okay. And the length of channels is affected by the density of distribution, the order quantity, and the availability of channel members. Okay. Also, then we talk about the channel captain, introduce the concept of a captain of the channel, who is a dominant member of the channel. That dominant member of channel or channel captain could be the manufacturer, could be the wholesaler, or could be the retailer. Okay, give example: Walmart and Apple. Okay, Walmart is a retailer, but it's a dominant member. It's a captain. Apple is a manufacturer, right? He's also the captain of the channel. Okay. Then we talk about the factors influencing the selection of channel members, costs, initial costs, maintenance costs, and logistics costs to maintain those channels. Okay. And why product line affects your selection. Yeah. If you're having a perishable product, you probably need to have a shorter channel. Right? Technical product, you probably need a direct channel. Okay? Broader product line, you probably need to have more direct channel. Okay? That's channel distribution. And locked up channel. What is a locked up channel? When the newcomer, your company, cannot easily convince any channel members to participate. Nobody wants to carry your product. Right? The channel is locked up. Right? Locked up channel. Right? And either because they have exclusive agreements with somebody, with a competitor, or they just not willing to take the risk. Right? It's locked up. Now, what do you do with it if channel is locked up? Okay? The three strategies: okay? Piggybacking, joint ventures, and acquisitions. You should know that, right? Piggybacking, right? Joint ventures, and acquisitions. Okay? Then we talk about the large-scale retailers, because of car ownership, refrigerators, working wives. The large-scale retailers are on the rise worldwide. Okay? Direct marketing, catalog marketing, general merchandise catalogs available. It's on the rise in Europe. Okay? Back to the large-scale retailers, you should be able to recognize or name a few of the names, the big names of large-scale retailers. Okay? Like Walmart, Costco, Carrefour, and others. Okay? Finally, in this chapter, we talk about smuggling. Smuggling could be to sell illegal transport of products across national borders. The product itself could be illicit, that's called illicit products, but the distribution is illegal, even though the products are legal. Okay? And what are the reasons for smuggling to continue? Why do people still do that every day? Okay? Smuggling. In chapter 14, we talk about the promotion strategies. Okay? Different ways to promote your product. Your global strategies in promotion, personal selling, global account management, selling to business and governments in other forms of promotion, and public relations. Okay? This chart is extremely important. It's not only important for your study for this class now, it's also important for you to keep in mind, to remember in the future when you work for a company or business in the future, in the field, right? And your boss, the manager may ask you, hey, you're a marketing major, right? You're a USCA marketing graduate. You're a Dr. Shea's student, right? Yeah. And what are the possible ways that you can think of to promote my product, our product? And then immediately you should be able to come up with this chart. You need to have this chart in your mind, right? You say, oh, we can do a lot of things, right? We can do events, sponsorships. We can do the direct marketing. We can do PRs, publicities, in-store promotions, personal sellings, all those kind of things. Right? You need to be able trade fairs, advertising, of course. You need to be able to come up with all of them. Okay, with all of them. Okay. And next, we talked about the standardized advertising promotions. Okay, why do companies use standardized advertising promotions? Because of economy of scope and the cost savings, and also strengthen your image. Have a strong branding image to avoid confusions. Okay. Then we talked about the why do companies adopt adaptation, for their global promotion, okay, for different reasons, pressures, for promotions, okay, language issues, okay, symbolic meanings, humor, use of humor, preference difference, and cross-cultural icons may not work. Okay? Values, norms, regulations, whether it's an individualistic society or collectivist society. Okay? Then we talk about the push strategy versus pull strategy. Push versus pull strategy in promotion. Again, pull strategy towards the end user, consumer, buyers. Push strategy towards distributors, channel members. And personal selling. Personal selling, you can have international personal selling, international sales versus local sales. Yeah, the national salesperson, local salesperson. Strategies. Yeah. We talk about negotiation style negotiation, which ones are aggressive, not so aggressive. Make sure you know what is a zero-sum game. Right? Also, time orientation, which is longer in Asian countries, shorter in US and Europe, and attitude toward the final contract, in writing or not, or just by a handshake. That in mind. Local selling, what is the missionary sales force? Missionary sales force. Basically, they do not take commissions. They're just there to help customers. Okay? And they know oftentimes they work with local distributor sales force, or you can have company own the sales force. Okay? What makes a great salesperson? In low context versus high context culture. Okay? There are different requirements, different expectations, and different attributes, different strengths that salespeople should have. And in low context culture, such as the United States, versus high context culture, such as Japan and China. Okay? Bidding process. You are to sell to businesses or governments. You may have to go through some businesses. Most governments, you have to go through a bidding process, right? And there are 4 phases of that: search phase, and pre-qualifying phase, formal bids submitted, selection of bids, and also you may have to ask for a performance bond if that they might be a problem, if they cannot perform. Okay. Sports promotions and sponsorships, okay, sponsorship events, and to provide science space in sports, okay. Telemarketing, okay. Telemarketing is another way to promote your product. Okay. Word of mouth, okay. Word of mouth marketing. Word of mouth is the most credible and most inexpensive. It's almost free. Even though it's free, but it's hard to control sometimes, right? Companies do engage in buzz marketing, okay? They generate good buzz, right, to refute the bad buzz, right? And buzz marketing, okay? Then in chapter 15, we talk about the global advertising, yeah, how to advertise globally. Global versus local advertising, global campaign, and global local decisions, language barriers, media strategies, and how to organize. Okay? Overcoming language and cultural barriers. The multilingual advertising could be required, and translation is imperative, okay? And challenging. Okay? And the concepts may not translate very well culturally. You can be careful of that. Okay? And the cultural differences, be aware of cultural differences in different countries, in Europe, in Japan, in Asia, in European countries, okay? In Middle Eastern countries. Then regulatory change challenges. Yeah. There are certain type of products that can not be advertised in some countries, and the type of appeals may not be allowed in advertising, and you may not be allowed to advertise to children before 9 p.m. in some countries. Okay? You may not use foreign languages in advertisement, body and text, and just because of the local government requirement. You may or may not be able to use national symbols in the advertisement. Okay? There could be taxes also levied. Okay? In global advertising, if you want to use standardized advertising across all markets, there are advantages, such as cost savings. You spend more time on other things, you can prevent confusion of media spillover. You should understand what is a media spillover, what it means, what does it mean, right? Confusion to the travelers, and understand the modularized approach versus global theme approach. What's the modularized approach versus global theme approach? Okay? And then in global advertising, there are some requirements for your global advertising, for standardized global brand name and trademark. And you have to consider the product life cycle stage in global advertising, okay, standardized ones. Okay? And you may have to consider consumer attitudes towards brands and product across markets if you want to use a standardized approach. Okay. Credibility of advertising. Are advertisements credible? Do people in different countries believe in your advertising message? Right? In US, problematic, right? In Asia, they actually like advertisement a lot. Used to be a lot. Right? Used Soviet Union, the Russians, skeptical. Media availability, global media outlets, okay, there. The top countries internet usage, okay. Selecting ad agencies, you can select your domestic agencies, and you can also select your local agencies. There are also international advertising networks that you can utilize. Okay. and make sure you understand the roles of ad agencies in what they do. They can perform account management. They can provide creative services. They can provide media planning and buying. They can do research and account planning for you. Okay, that's chapter 15. In chapter 16, we talk about the global marketing organizations, how to manage and organize your companies, the corporate structures of that. Okay. We talk about the elements that affect a global marketing organization, different types of structures, okay, how to control your organization, the conflict between headquarters and subsidiaries, and also global marketing as a career choice for you in the future. Okay? And what is corporate world view? Corporate world view, and ethnocentric orientation, polycentric orientation, and geocentric orientation. Make sure you know the concepts here, and those could be your test. Internal factors affecting global marketing organization, right? And the importance of the international sales versus diversity of the markets they serve, and also the level of economic commitment. You're willing or able to commit resource. And this is the international specialist structure we talked about. You have the international specialist here. Okay? And this is an international division. The next step is an international division structure. International division structure. Okay? And this is just a regional management structure. Regional management structure. Okay? And this is a country organization structure. Okay? And for each and every structures, I need you to be able to identify the pros and cons of each. When and why and when would company choose a certain structure to use in their global marketing in country organization. Then there's a regional organization by the regions. And then there's a functional global organization by functional areas. Okay? Then there's a product organization by product groups or product lines, right? Product organization. Then there's a matrix organization. That's most complicated, that take into considerations of functions, regions, products, etc. Okay? It's getting complicated. You can see there are more opportunities for conflict, right? And the miscommunications. It's getting too complicated. And then what about the born global companies? Okay? What we can learn from them, okay? And what's the role of global marketing directors? Okay? What about country managers? What's the role of a country manager? What do they do as a country manager? Okay? And this is an example of a person going through the business, different stages in her career. Attributes of successful managers. Overseas experience is plus. Experience with diversity is good. Planning skills, open mind, flexible mind, and remain poised with while plowing through roadblocks from simple to observe. Okay? That's the key attributes of successful manager. Okay? Possible employment settings, you can find jobs within the area of international marketing. A lot of them: consulting, ad agency, franchise, government, industry, manufacturers, services, media, non-profits, PR, retailers, transportation, wholesaler, financial institutions. Okay. Then we talk about the skills and abilities employers seek to have in the candidates. Okay? Your ability to produce deliverables, the quality deliverables, creativity, planning, problem solving, communication, oral and written communication, computers, foreign languages, quantitative and qualitative skills, doing marketing research, either secondary research or primary research, and etc. Yeah. And also your ability to work with the people, adaptability, flexibility, overcoming obstacles, leadership, teamwork, management or supervisory experience, negotiations, and work with different personalities and backgrounds. Right? I think that's basically all I have for the last 4 chapters of the text, and these will be your the subject of your last and final test, exam 4, and which will open soon. Okay. All right, that's all I have, and wish you good luck in your test. I'll see you, and I'll talk about the other requirements of the class later. Thanks. Bye-bye.